Charging the battery of a motorbike. Hello and welcome to this session on charging the battery of a motorbike. The battery is the source of power for lights and the ignition system of the motorbike. A rundown battery may not allow the motorbike engine to start. A charged battery ensures that the electrical systems work properly. In this session, we will guide you through the process of charging the battery of a motorbike. Before we discuss the procedure, let's take a look at the tools and materials we require for the job. They are a double-ended spanner set, Phillips and flat-bladed screwdrivers, hydrometer, water and baking soda solution, tools tray, parts tray, 2 to 5 cm paintbrush, goggles for eye protection, rubber or latex gloves, eyedropper, distilled water, battery charger 0.5 to 1 amp only, voltmeter or DVM. First of all, open the battery compartment using a spanner or screwdriver to remove the screw. Usually the battery is behind one of the side covers. Loosen the restraining strap that holds the battery in place. Disconnect the battery cables. The red cable should be connected to the positive terminal marked plus on the battery. The black cable should be connected to the negative terminal marked minus on the battery. Take a moment to verify this. If the battery wires are reversed when reinstalled, the electrical system will be damaged, especially the ignition components. Be careful and pay attention. Wear eye protection and rubber gloves. Lift out the battery and place it on the floor or table. A word of warning: do not allow the battery fluid to come into contact with the skin, eyes or clothes, as it can burn. If acid is spilled on you, wash it off quickly with large amounts of water. If battery fluid enters the eyes, wash with water and consult a physician. Batteries emit explosive hydrogen fumes, so keep fire away. Ensure that the cell plugs are tight. It keeps the cleaning solution out of the battery. Wash the battery. Using 2 tablespoons of baking soda in half liter of water, take a small paintbrush and wash the top, bottom and sides of the battery. The soda solution neutralizes the acid. Do not allow the solution to enter the battery. Now dry the battery with a cloth. After cleaning the battery, dip your hands or gloves in the soda solution to neutralize any acid on your hands. Inspect the battery for cracks in the case. Check the fluid level of each cell referring to upper and lower lines on the battery when it is level. If the fluid level is approaching the lower line, fill the cell with distilled water using an eyedropper. Never use tap water as it has minerals which could neutralize the battery acid and shorten the battery's life. If there is a breather tube, check for breather tube routing. Some breather tube should not be kinked or bent. This can block the air passage. Some newer batteries like this one have a breather but no tube. Now let's continue checking the specific gravity of each cell in the ordinary battery with a hydrometer. Unscrew or unplug the cell caps. Pinch the bulb on the top of the hydrometer and place it into the first cell hole. Release the pressure and suck the fluid into the hydrometer. There is a floating glass bulb or little balls floating on the hydrometer with indicators showing the specific gravity for that cell. Keep the floating belt at the eye level. Write the reading down on a piece of paper. Repeat the same for each of the 6 cells. Now compare each of the readings. A fully charged battery reads between 1240 and 1270. A low charge battery reads 1220 or lower. 50% capacity reads 1190. 1120 indicates a discharged battery. If there is more than a 50-point difference between the highest and the lowest reading, it may be a sign of a weak cell. Sometimes a weak cell improves and reaches a normal range after charging and retesting. Let's plug the battery. Then, using a voltmeter set to DC 15 to 20 volts, place the leads on the battery. Red indicates positive and black indicates negative, and record the voltage on the scale. It should be in the 11 to 13 volt range. If it is over 12.6 volt and specific gravity of 1240 plus, the battery may be fully charged. This reading complements and verifies the specific gravity reading. Connect the positive lead clamp of the 12 volt 0.5 to 1 amp battery charger, which is turned off, to the positive terminal of the battery. Ensure that the connections are tight to prevent sparking. Verify that the charger is not more than 1 amp at 12 volts. Connect the negative lead clamp of the charger to the negative terminal of the battery. Switch on the battery charger. It should be charging. After 3 hours of charging, place your hand on the side of the battery and check if it is hot. Turn off the charger if it seems very hot to the touch. If the battery is not hot and not fully charged, let it charge for another hour. Then turn off the charger and recheck the specific gravity of the weakest cell and compare it with the initial reading of the cell before charging. If it reads in the fully charged range, remove the cables. When it is charged, take a voltmeter reading. If it is over 12.5 volts, the battery is fully charged for reinstallation. If there is a specific gravity difference of more than 50 points between the highest and lowest cell reading after charging, the battery needs to be replaced. Here the battery is fully charged, and so reinstall the charged battery. Connect the cables to the battery, red plus and black minus, and slide the battery into its holder. Secure the retaining strap and affix the side panel. Start the engine and check the headlights to test the electrical system. Clean the work area and store the tools properly. With that, we come to the end of this session. In this session, we have learned how to clean, inspect, and charge the battery of a motorbike. Hope you enjoyed this session. Thank you.